Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. Today's episode, I wanted to just share some of the tools that we use to track data so that we can make better decisions around the business. And so I'm just going to dive right in, but we actually use a CRM system, and it's called High Level. And I really like it just because it's got a lot of great interconnectivity. You can connect it to your ads accounts, so Google or Facebook. You can connect your Google business profile, and so any messages that are coming in from any of those channels, it's all centralized. It creates a lead. It has all the information. You can then handle all the communications through it. And now this isn't like a sponsored thing or anything. This is just what we use and what we like. But it's pretty handy, and then from there you can also move people through the pipeline. And so we really like that feature of it, just being able to take notes, see where people are at, and see all the communication in one place. And it doesn't really matter what you're using as long as it's something like that. And so then we also keep track of different metrics, things that we want to note. And so we keep track of those on just a spreadsheet because we can then set it up exactly how we want it versus trying to make it fit within a certain platform or something like that. And so some of the things that we track the time between touring and the time to book. And so we want to see the average there. We track tour versus when their event actually is. And so we can know when to expect people to start showing up for tours and that sort of thing, and what month is about to start filling up. And so that helps us forecast our next year. The other thing that we track is if we're doing different tests on or around the actual tour to see if certain actions will convert better. And so, for instance, one that we're testing right now is if we give water bottles at the beginning of the tour, how much better does that convert? And so there's not really an easy place to track that in a CRM, and so we have to just track those in a spreadsheet. And so then the last bit is where we keep all of our contracts and where we keep all of our expected payments, that sort of thing. We still use Honeybook for that. I think that High Level might have a feature that would work with that, but we didn't take the time to really explore that yet. And so for now, we just, as they become clients, as they book with us, then we move them to Honeybook. And that has been pretty smooth process for us, so I don't really have complaints on it right now. But the biggest thing that we need to keep track of is not so much how many leads are coming in, but how many leads are taking action. And so if you get somebody messaging you on Facebook, that's cool, but I mean, are they coming out for a tour? That's really what matters. And so, I mean, you can get number of leads in to number of tours taken to tours that show to tours that close. And then, you can break it on down from there and get your different ratios. And so that can give you a good, healthy picture of your long-term averages. And so you can have an expectation. But also during the slow months, slow booking months and then slow event months on what to expect and what's average and all of that. So we actually keep track of the amount of events that we do each month, and we compare them year over year. And that's how I was able to know that when we built our chapel, the summer months from May through August, so 4 months during the summer, we went from five bookings last year to 27 this year, and direct correlation to our wedding or to our chapel. And so if you're not tracking things, then you'll never know. And then you don't know if you are making the decision and if it's having any impact or if it's negative impact or anything like that unless you keep track of it. And so really this is just a shout out to tracking and hopefully an encouragement to track your data because it's vital to everything. Every business, successful business, needs to have some component of tracking. If track as much as you can, just so that you can have visibility and then make adjustments quicker, and that's how you're able to adapt and overcome challenges. And also you may find something that really resonates, and then you can focus on that and take advantage of it while you can. So hopefully this has been helpful. I'd like to hear more from you guys on what you track and the metrics that you look for and how you keep track of things and where you have all of your information, that sort of thing, because I don't think that I have a perfect solution. I like what we have, but I'm always open to new ideas, and if there's something that fits our niche a bit better, then even better. So let me know, drop a comment, share this if it's been helpful, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.